I'm gonna preface this video by saying that I have just done my whole face in about 25 minutes so I could film this, and it's not pretty, so just a warning. Also, apologies about lighting. I'm literally using like my big ass light up mirror to film this, because I'm not a YouTuber and I don't have proper lighting. Also, I'm using my laptop because my phone is full of videos that I don't want to delete, so priorities. Basically, if you don't follow me on Twitter and you just found this video randomly, over the last couple weeks I went to 6 Trixie Mattel shows and I managed to meet her at all of them, and this video is just basically about like my experience in the meet and greets. I'm gonna put like little photos and videos in because I had a really good experience and I had the best time ever. It makes me so happy just thinking about it. But yeah, so I'm going to start this video, and I don't want to come across as if I'm like bragging, because I'm not. Genuinely, I just talk about it a lot on Twitter because it makes me so happy, like this whole experience, and I kind of wanted somewhere for me to have like just a video of everything that happened. So yeah. Okay, so date number 1 was the 23rd of January, and it was in Newcastle. So I went down to, I'm from Scotland, so I went down to Newcastle and stayed with my friend Shar. And I was so nervous for this date because I'd never met Trixie before. I've like met her in a club when I was very drunk, and it wasn't a great experience. I didn't like go up and like ask for a picture or anything. I just sort of said something, and she gave me like the biggest evils I've ever had in my life, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. I literally just went like, it was just after All Stars 3 had been announced and the cast was up, and I was like, congrats on All Stars, we're so proud of you. And she was literally like, I'm gonna walk away. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so I was so scared to meet her because I was so intimidated. But I was so excited. Trixie's like my favourite queen. Her and Katya, like together, are my favourite queens. So yeah, I was really nervous. I met my friend Nikki, who I went to all the shows with, and we walked in, and on the door there was like a little thing saying, this is getting filmed for Trixie's thing, that Trixie's movie now is moving parts. So we love a successful queen. She's getting lead like a little mini documentary or like a little movie, which is gonna be cute as fuck. Can't wait. And we got interviewed, and someone was like, they're asking like really cute questions to everyone, like, oh my god, how does Trixie make you feel, blah blah. And they got to me, they're like, what do you hate about Trixie Mattel? And I was like, what I hate? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, fuck that skinny bitch. Honestly, fuck her, skinny legend. And which I regretted saying instantly afterwards because like, that was so stupid. So I went up to Trixie. I literally want to block this meet and greet from my memory because I'm so fucking awkward. I had this wig on because I wear this wig everywhere. This is a wig, in case you didn't know. I wore this wig and like this little pink headband. She was like, oh my god, headband, I love it. And I was like, it's an inspired look. And she was like, oh lovely. And I was like, but it's not my real hair. And she was like, that's okay. And I was like, but that's not your real hair. And she was like, I know. And I was like, I hate myself. So I ordered a bunch of glasses to give her, and when they came, I was like, these are a lot smaller than they looked. So I bought her ones like these, in like 5 different colours, and then I got her like love heart shaped ones, and I was like, yeah, I kind of didn't think they were going to be that small, because your eye makeup might be a bit big for them. And she's like, it's fine, I'll just wear them at a dentist, it'll look cool as fuck. And I was like, yeah, just do that. And then I was just really awkward. We got our photos, but those photos are still my favourite ones because I think they're the cutest that I've got with her. And my skin looks fucking good in them. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to like 3 or 4 other shows, because at the time I was only doing, I think, 2 shows or 3 shows. So I was like, yeah, I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. Like, I'm going to a bunch of other shows. Then I walked away and continued to get really, really drunk. Really, really fast. So the first show was amazing, so funny. Even though I'd seen like most of the show on YouTube, like just seeing it live was so fucking good. The second show was Glasgow. Now I went to both Glasgow shows. I had meet and greet for the later one and general for the early one, but I managed to get meet and greet at the last minute and just sell my general one. So I had meet and greet for both the early and late shows. So I went in and I had my Gay Times magazine for her to sign. and she looked so fucking good. Oh my god, it was beautiful. And I was like, oh, this magazine arriving was like kind of the reason that I came out to my brother. And she was like, oh really? And I went, yeah, because it arrived, and at the top of the thing it said like gay times. My brother was like, why have you got this? And then Trixie went, because you're a gay bitch. And I was like, right? And I bought loads of like little gifts for her. I put it in a little bag. I wasn't planning on it. I was literally just walking to the venue and I had loads of time, and I was like going into shops and just like, fuck it, I'll just get her this. And a couple of days before the show, she'd retweeted a Jacob Sartorius tweet, and it was, they say you are what you eat, but I don't remember eating a legend. And I was like walking about just trying to find like a card or anything, and I literally found a mug with that exact tweet on it, that exact quote on it, and I was like, I have to get her it. I have to. So I got her that, and I got her like sweets. I got her like Love Heart sweets, just fucking stupid stuff, and I just wrote her a card. It was like a massive card, and the inside just said skinny, so I was that stupid. And then she thought the mug was fucking hilarious. She was like laughing at that, and then she was like, why does everyone keep giving me candy? They're not realising I'm supposed to be a skinny legend. And I was like, maybe they're jealous. And she was like, fuck, you're right. I was like, oh, I'm coming to the show later on. She was like, you're coming back? And I was like, yeah, I have to. Like, you're not allowed to do 2 shows in Glasgow, and I'm not allowed to go to both. I'm going to both of them. Like, that's what's gonna happen. And she was like, well, she said something like, so I'll just call security on you next time if I see you again. And she's like, I'm joking. See you soon. Enjoy the show. And I was like front and center for that one, and it was fucking so good. Then for the later show, I went back, and the meet and greet was like after the show. So, we went through the whole show again. I think we're like second row. Yeah, for the second Glasgow meet and greet, she was like, "Hello, you're back," and I was like, "Back again." And then she like copied that, and she was like, "You looked great," and I was like, "Thank you." And we took a picture, and then I have this like phone case, which is like, it's not even that old. It's like a year old. I only got it. It's not even a year old. It's like 6 months old. It used to be pink, but now it's like grey. It's scratched. It's gross. It's like dirty. And I was like, "Can I get you to sign this like gross, old, dirty phone case, please?" And she was like, "Yeah, what's the story with this phone case?" And I was like, "Honestly, there isn't much of one. It like fought through the wars, fought for its country." And she was like, "Did you just want everyone to know how boring and boring your life could be?" And I was like, "Yeah, pretty much." And then she was like signing it, and she held up. She was like, "What is this?" And she's like, "Did you get this from a doctor? Is this prescribed?" And I was like, "My mum made me buy it." She's like, "Wow, your mum is a hater." I was like, "She honestly really is." And then she was like, "Thank you for coming, sweetheart." And honestly, whenever she calls me sweetheart, even though she calls everyone that, my heart melts a little bit every time. She was like, "Thank you so much for coming, sweetheart." And I was like, "It's fine, I'll see you on Wednesday." She's like, "See you on Wednesday, I'll be there." She probably had no idea where she was going to be on Wednesday. And I was like, "Well, I hope so. I hope you're there. I have a ticket." Hello.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
How are you feeling?
Back again.
Back again. You look great.
Thank you so much. Can I get you to sign my like boring, gross old phone case?
Yeah, what's the story with this phone case?
There's not much. Went through the war.
No, you just wanted people to know how basic and boring your life could be?
Yeah, pretty much.
What is this? Did you get this from a doctor?
My mom made me buy it.
Oh, wow. Your mom's a hater.
She
We'll
really
put it on
is.
your phone.
What?
Thank you for coming.
No problem. I'll see you on Wednesday.
I'll see you on Wednesday. I'll be there.
Hopefully. I hope so. I really hope so. So that was basically the Glasgow show. Oh, wait, no. The whole night they've been like, Trixie was like, "Come to AXM, we're going to AXM afterwards, like, official Holy Trinity after party at AXM, it's gonna be so much fun." Even like Paul McAvoy from Holy Trinity came on stage and was like, brought Trixie on stage and was like, "Trixie, you going to AXM tonight?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'll see you all there." So I was like, me, Nikki and our friend Megan, we were like, I was like, I can't go, honestly, my phone's on like 12% battery, I have no money, I can't go. And then my friend Megan was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a bit. And I was like, well, I can't let you go on your own, so I'm just gonna go with you for a bit. And then Nikki was like, oh, I don't know if I can go, I don't know if I can go. I was like, you're going, okay. So we all ended up going, expecting to see Trixie there, because the whole time everyone's like, yeah, Trixie's coming, Trixie's coming. Trixie, full on, posts a picture of her out of drag in Taco Bell, because we've just opened a Taco Bell in Glasgow now, and I was like, honestly, I'm not even mad. So we ended up just like staying at AXN, getting really, really drunk, and it was great. Like 2 days later, was my 4th show in Falkirk, or as Trixie called it, the abandoned Nando's, because it was in a place called the Warehouse, and this was hosted by Slay Presents, who bring queens to like really random cities in Scotland. And Falkirk, if you know Scotland, why the fuck would you bring a drag queen there? I don't know. It's like the weirdest city to bring a drag queen to. Like, welcome to Scotland, come to Falkirk. No one does that. Oh my god, you've got to come to Scotland, you've got to see Falkirk. It's like the dingiest place I've ever been to. It's just not a place you want to go to. It was January, and it was like minus whatever degrees, and they kept the doors open the entire night. So it was cold. Very, very cold. Yeah, it was a good show because it was so small and nothing worked. Like, her mic wouldn't work, her guitar, when she tried to plug it in, would not work, visuals would not work. So literally half the stuff she was like having to do, like she had to do, was it CoverGirl? Or one thought, I can't remember if it was like Mama Don't Make Me Put on the Dress Again or CoverGirl, where she was literally like had to do it with no microphone, her guitar unplugged, had to like, it was CoverGirl, she had to do like guitar unplugged, everything, she had to do it like with no microphone, just like sing it really loud and play her guitar really loud, and we all had to be quiet so we could hear it. And she was like, you guys can't sing along or else you won't be able to hear me. And I was like, everyone shut up. But it was so cold. And then Trixie comes out, and if you've seen that massive like feathery coat thing she comes out on stage with, she had that on, and then she was like, oh, I gotta take this off, I'm so hot. And I was like, bitch, we are freezing. And she was like, are you guys cold? And I was like, literally, I had my friend's Taylor's like fur jacket like draped over my knees, like full on like a granny, like a little granny blanket. I had like, it was not fun. She was like, well, I'm a drag. She's like, normally I'm sweating at every gig, so this is fun. I feel good. She's like, if it makes you guys feel any better, I feel great. And I was like, fuck you. And then, oh, after the meet and greet was after a show. So I went in, and Trixie was like, you're back. And I was like, I'm back. It's like my 4th or 5th show. And she was like, oh my god, thank you so much for being with me, which melted my heart. I didn't realise she said it until like after, because I always like sneakily film, like, because you're not allowed to like take selfies, so I always like put my phone either like in my bra or like in my front pocket and try and at least record like the audio. So I did that, and she was like, thanks so much for being with me. And then I was like, you made my friend cry? And she was like, I made your friend cry. And I was like, yeah, moving parts. She went, moving parts? Your friend has issues. And I was like, I know. And then she said something like, if you cry at a drag show, you have real problems. But she said it as the picture was getting taken. And I was like, did you talk through my photo? And she was like, did I talk through what? And I was like, did you talk through my photo? And she was like, I might have, let's do it again. And then she was like, it's a candid. Oh my god, it was an action shot. And then she was like, she said that, and she looked at me, she went, did I ever told you you look like Erica Jane? And I was like, she went, do you know how it is? And I was like, no. She went, like Desperate Housewives or Real Housewives, or it's like a real celebrity, duh. And I was like, it's going over my head here, I have no idea who you're talking about. And she was like, well, look her up. She's like, well, she's very pretty, look her up, you'll think she's very pretty and glamorous. And I was like, okay. And then she went to say, well, it's nice to see you, I don't know if I'll see you again. And I was like, well, Saturday's my last show, so I'll fully cry at that show, don't worry. And then she was asking me what show that was, and I said Aberdeen. I think that was everything. And then I like filmed my friend Taylor's meet and greet as well, but I couldn't like film it properly, it was like still in my jeans, so and it was just her like crying and Trixie hugging her.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi. Turban Fantasy.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
Back again. This is like my fifth fourth time.
I know. How did you enjoy?
So good. So
Yeah.
good.
Thank you for
made
being
my
with
friend
me.
cry.
Really? When?
At Moving Parts.
From Moving Parts? Oh my god. Your friend has deeper issues.
I know.
If you cry from a drag show, you have real problems.
Did you talk through that my photo?
Talk who?
Did you talk through my photo?
Oh, I might have. Let me do it again. It was an action shot. It was candid.
Oh my god, I love
Do
my
people
cat.
tell you look like Erica Jane? Do you know who that is? Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? A real celebrity? Hello.
I live in the fucking countryside.
That's okay. Well, you Google her. She's very glamorous. You'll think she's really pretty. Yeah. Thank you for coming. I don't know if I'll see you again.
Yeah, Saturday's my last show.
Is that Dundee?
Yeah.
I'll see you at Dundee.
No, Aberdeen.
Aberdeen.
I will
I'll see you in
I will
Aberdeen.
fully cry at that show. So don't worry.
Okay, well, it's my first time there, so I'll see you there.
Okay, bye.
Bye, girl.
Thank you.
She's like, bye girl, see you Saturday. And then Saturday came around, which was what I thought was going to be my last show, because Saturday was Aberdeen, and Dundee was like, she was going down back down to England and then up to Dundee. So I didn't have a ticket for Dundee. I was trying to get one, but they were like sold the fuck out, like, because it was the last show. Like no one was selling a ticket, and I was like, this is my last show. I'm not ready for this. So I was like preparing everyone. I was like, I'm gonna get emo at this show. I'm sorry, like I'm gonna emo, just so you know. There's gonna be tears. I'm gonna get emotional with Trixie. Like just be prepared for this. Basically, a bit of backstory. I'd had like a really shitty couple of weeks because the night I got home from my first Newcastle show, I found out my gran had passed away, and I was really close to my gran. She was like my best friend, and I was like stuck in Newcastle for a few days and I couldn't get home. It was a really bad time, and I was gonna sell all my tickets, but I knew if I sold all my tickets then I would literally just be sitting at home really sad and not talking to anyone and not doing anything, and I didn't want to do that. So I thought it would be best if I like just go out and go to shows and have a good time, sort of like forget about everything that's happening. So yeah, I went to the Aberdeen show and it was great, and I was like sat right on the edge, and Trixie came down and she did the whole dark-sided, like that whole thing to me, which I was like, this is my last show, I deserve this. And after the show was a meet and greet, and I was like, I don't want this to happen, I'm gonna get like, I was like, because when I get nervous I like start to speak really fast, and I develop like a stutter. I have such a bad nervous stutter, it's so bad. I try to like control it, but it just does not work. Words just don't come out. And then so for the meet and greet, my friends went in front of me, and Nikki and Lynn, they went in front of me, and they'd made Paul Walker shirts. For anyone who knows the Paul Walker joke in Trixie's set, they'd made R.I.P. Paul Walker shirts, which Trixie fucking loved. And then I went after that, and then she was like, hi, it's nice to see you again. And I was like, cause just the fact that she like remembered me made me very happy, because I know she meets like hundreds of people all the time, so the fact that like I'm a familiar face like meant a lot, I guess. So she was like, it's nice to see you again, and then I was getting her to sign my poster, and she was like, I love red eyeshadow, it's so she was like, your eyeshadow's so pretty, I love red eyeshadow. I literally was like, if I don't see Trixie wearing Dolly Pop on this tour, I'm bringing it for her, because I have an extra pan of like the Sugar Pill Dolly Pop eyeshadow as like a backup, because it's always sold out, so I bought like 3. So I was like, if I don't see Trixie wearing Dolly Pop, bring it to a show, I'm giving it to her because she needs to wear it more. And that night she wore pink, so I was like, you wore Dolly Pop, didn't you, bitch? And I was like, I was actually gonna bring you Dolly Pop because you don't wear it enough anymore. She was like, I do wear Dolly Pop. I was like, not enough, bitch. And she was like, tonight I am. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I was gonna bring you it. And then when she was signing, I was like, I'm gonna get emo for a second, okay? She was, I don't know why this makes me laugh so much because it's so terrible. The fact that she asked it, honestly, I was like shocked, but found it so fucking funny. I was like, I'm gonna get emo for a second. She literally went, were you gonna kill yourself? And I was like, no. She's like, people tell me that all the time. And I was like, no, but thanks. And I basically, I hate listening back to it because I say like so much, and you can hear it in my voice. I'm like so nervous and so awkward. I'm like, but basically I just went, like, the past couple weeks been really fucking shitty. And just being able to come to the shows, and laugh and have a good time, forget about everything that's going on. I just wanted to know, I really appreciate you and everything you do. And she was like, oh, you're so sweet, like, you know, I've been touring by myself, so it's really nice to see familiar faces all the time, so thank you so much for coming and, like, supporting the tour. And I was like, well, it's my last show today. And she's like, oh, come here, give me a real hug then. And that, right, anyone I talked to before Trixie knows that the only thing I really wanted out of, like, any meet and greet was, like, Trixie to give me a hug, because I know Trixie's not a hugger, and, like, she doesn't really like hugging, especially meet and greets. So, like, I was never gonna, like, go and, like, give her a hug, but if it was offered, I was gonna take it, because that would mean a lot. So that, like, warmed my heart, because she was like, oh, come here, give me a real hug. And literally, you can hear me in the video going, oh, because I'm that sad. You wouldn't think I'm nearly 20 years old fucking crying over someone giving me a hug. Yeah, so I hugged her, and she was like, thank you so much, sweetheart, thank you for coming, you know I'll be back, like, I'll see you when I'm back, you know I'll be back. And she was like, back again. And I was like, Drag World? And it annoys me that I couldn't understand what she said when she said it, and I can't understand it in the recording. And I can't even make it out. Like, I think someone made a noise, but so I couldn't understand if she said yeah. But she said in previous meet and greets to, like, my friends, that she didn't really like drag tech, so she was gonna try to come to Drag World. I was like, please come to Drag World. And then I was like, oh shit. I wanted her to sign my name on the paper, because I never told her my name, and even though, like, I was like, she's not gonna remember it, but I just wanted her to sign my name. So she signed it, and then I gave her this little note I'd written, just to say thanks for, like, everything I'd said to her in person, but, like, in a bit more detail. Because I'm sad. I'm so sad I didn't get this on video. I got most of this on video, but, like, the last 20 seconds I didn't get. But I have it on audio. She basically goes like, thanks, sweetheart, have a great evening, my love. Bye, girl. Something like that. And I don't know why, but that just, like, melts my heart. Trixie can literally be like, oh my god, eat shit, Erin. I'm like, stop it. Stop it. Don't do that.
Nice to see you again.
It's nice to see you too.
Hello.
Thank you for signing this really
Yeah,
quick.
sure. I love your eyes. I love red eyeshadow.
I was actually gonna bring you Dolly Pops, so I was like, you don't wear pink enough anymore.
When I was what?
I was gonna bring you Dolly Pops, so I was like, you don't wear pink enough anymore.
I do wear dolly pops.
But not enough, bitch.
Today now.
I know that's why I was saying I was gonna bring them. I know I'm gonna get through most of it really quickly, but like.
Are you gonna kill yourself? Oh, people say that all the time.
No, just like the last like week and a half has been like not from like coming to shows, but like outside coming to shows in my life, been like really fucking shitty. And being able to come to like the shows and just being able to like relax, have a good time, and like forget about everything that's going on. I really appreciate like everything you do.
You're very sweet. You know, I travel by myself, and it's nice to see a familiar face. So thank you. It's great to see
It was
you.
my last show today, so.
Oh, well, here, give me a real hug. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
I'll see you next time. Here, you know I'll be back.
Yeah.
Back again.
Drag World.
Oh,
Can you sign my name on it? Is that okay?
oh yeah, sure.
It's Erin.
E-R-I-N.
Yes. You can spell. Well done. Oh shit, wait, can I give you this letter? Sorry. Is there somewhere I can put this?
Oh yeah, I'll take it. I'll put it on the table by myself. Thank you, sweetheart. Have a great evening, my love.
You too.
Bye, girl.
Go on yourself, Dustin.
It's a little love note where people say they love me. Love note, yeah, babe.
I think this was on, like, the 3rd or something, and I think Dundee was on the 9th, so I was, like, trying so fucking hard to get a Dundee meet and greet, but I didn't have one, and I was so upset. And on the night before, the day before Dundee show, it was my grand's funeral, and I came home and I slept for like hours. I took like a 5-hour nap, woke up at like 10 o'clock at night, or like 11, someone messaging me being like, do you want a Dundee meet and greet? Because I posted in the page and I was like, literally, I had just woken up, I read, do you want a Dundee meet and greet? And I was like, what's your PayPal? Give me your PayPal. I don't have the money, but I'm going to send you it. I'll find it. So I sent this money. Luckily, it was only face value because people were selling them on the day for like £100, £150. I was like, I probably still would have paid it. Couldn't afford to eat, but you know, couldn't afford to get to college, but worth it. Yes. So I went up to Dundee the next day. I was like really early, and went to Lush because I was like, I kind of want to buy Trixie something. I went to Lush, and in the back of my mind, I remember watching like an old like video, I think from 2015, of a drag world panel of Trixie saying she used Angels on Bare Skin, or Angels something Bare Skin from Lush. And I was like, that's like 3 years ago. She probably does not use it now, but I'll buy it anyway because it's the only thing I know she has used in the past. So I bought it for her, and I was wearing like my little Trixie Mattel spinny pin. Why have I not been wearing that the whole time? Wow, we love a prop. Yes, I was wearing this. Guys, why was I not wearing this the whole time? Representation. Promo. Yes, I was wearing this, and the girl behind the counter was like, oh, what are you doing today? And I was like, the girl was like, what are you doing today? And I was like, oh, I'm going to drag show. And she saw this and you went, are you seeing Trixie? And I was like, yeah. She went, she was literally here half an hour ago, you just missed her. And I was like, girl, why? Because I'd been in that shopping centre for like at least an hour. So if Trixie was walking about and I was sitting there going, fucking sitting at Costa eating a fucking toasty, trying to kill time, Trixie's in Lush where I was going to go first. So I went inside, the show was great. I was like front row again, like front row in the middle, and she came down, and it was me, I was with me, Nikki, my friend Megan and my friend Lynn. It was so good. She came down, did the whole dark sided to me, and then she did it to Nikki as well, and we were like, this is what we deserve. Because we both went to 6 shows together. We were like, we deserve this! This is what we deserve! During the show, Trixie literally walked out, looked at me and went, I was like, I'm back, I'm sorry. I'm back, sorry! Also, Slay Presents, the people who organised the tour, because I've gone to so many shows and I went to like, who else did I see with them? I saw Courtney with them as well. They were always seeing like me tweeting them. I was always posting videos and tagging them and stuff like that. So they literally were like, I'd always post a picture being like, oh, round whatever with Nikki, and they knew that Aberdeen was my last show. So when I posted the picture being like, sorry Trixie Mattel, I'm back, and they were literally like, nah, shut up. They were like, you're an actual legend, and I was like, thank you so much. This is my proudest moment. Literally, like, some random promoters like call me a legend. I'm like, thank you. This is what I deserve. I deserve this. And then they were tweeting me stuff like front row skinny, and I was like, thank you. So it came around to the last meet and greet, and I went up. I think I was the first out of her friends. Was I? Yeah, I was the first one out of all of us. And I went up and she was drinking back turns, and I'm like, sip, bitch, because I didn't know what to say. And then she turns around, sees this, and if you'll know if you meet Trixie and you have one of these on, she's literally like, all the time. So she did that to me, and like, you can just hear silence in the video. I'm like, sip, bitch, and then she does this. And then she goes, you look amazing! I was like, thanks. I literally wasn't supposed to be here. I got this ticket at like 11 o'clock last night, and I was like, fuck this, I'm going. And then we took a picture, and I gave her like, I was like, I'm a piece of shit, I don't have a bag or anything, but like, I literally just like handed her this pot, and I was like, I feel like I remember you saying you used to use this. She was like, oh my god, Angels on Bare Skin, I love this. I literally got it today, and I was like, yeah, I went into Lush today, and the woman was like, you just missed Trixie. She saw my Trixie pin, and she was like, you just missed Trixie, she was in here like half an hour ago. And Trixie was like, today, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I know, I was there. And she was like, yeah, I told the woman today that I've been using this for like 5 years. and then she was like opening it up and smelling it. She like thanked me for it, and she was like, "It's great to see you, sweetheart." And she kept. This is me coming back to the hugs again, right? I never asked Trixie for hugs, but this time she would say like 2 words and then just like give me a hug, and then she was so smiling. She kept holding my hand, and she just kept giving me hugs, and I was like, and she was like holding my hand the whole time, and she's like, "It's great to see you, sweetheart." And then she went like, "What's your name again?" And I went, "Erin." She was holding my hand. She was looking at me. She was like, "Erin, Erin." I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "It's great to see you." And I was like, "Thank you so much." I was like, "I have no money left, but I am so happy." And she was like, "Well, you went to what, like 5 shows?" And I was like, 6. And she went, "You're the Ariel of the UK," which Trixie fans or drag fans, if you don't know Ariel, so I call her Ariel now, Ariel. Trixie never says her name right. If you guys know Ariel, then you know she's like the most iconic Trixie stan ever. Goes to all Trixie shows in America, is iconic, is an actual angel, the nicest person ever. She was like, you're the Ariel of the UK, and I was like, yes. I was like, I will take that title. I will have that. I was like, I've only met you like 6 times. I've never met you before 2 weeks ago, but I will take that. And then she did that laugh, and honestly, that laugh is like my prized possession. That whole like screaming laugh. And I was like, it's me. And then she kept saying, "It's so great to see you. You're so sweet. You look so great." If you guys know the little piss bitch joke, it's literally my favourite thing. I have a video from each show of just that joke because it makes me fucking die every single time. "Come on, Macchiato, what's your name? Little piss bitch, little piss bitch." Like, I was like, if you sign this, I will get it tattooed. And she was like, "I don't have any pens or anything like that or paper." And she was like, "Stop it! No! Don't!" And I was like, "I'm being serious. I will do it. I will do it. I only have 1 tattoo, but I will get a fucking stupid tattoo. Just sign it." And then she was like, "If I had any spare merch, I'd give you it, but we've literally sold out of everything." And I didn't hear her say that until I like listened back to the clip. I just heard her say something about like merch and like ran out. I was just like, and because the music was so loud, I was having to like properly like shout to talk to her and like to hear her. So she was like, "Oh, if I had any spare merch, I'd give you it, but we've run out of everything." And me not hearing it, I was like, "Yeah, I'm so sad. I have money now and I can't buy merch." And she was like, "It's fine, I'll be back." I'm not really allowed to say what next that told me next, just because like don't know if I can get in trouble or if she can get in trouble. I don't know. She basically told me like, well, she said she's booked a tour for next spring, which like I don't think that's any sort of like like she said she's booked a tour for next spring to come back, so we'll see her next spring. And she also said that she's coming back again before that for like a little tour, but it's not just with her. It's not like just her. It's coming back. It's like, yeah, it's not been announced yet, but I'm doing it. And I was like, okay, I'll see you there. I was like, give for the spring tour. I was like, send me the dates. I'll pre-book it. It's all good. I'll be there. I'll be at every single one.
Sip, sip, bitch. I'm back.
You look wonderful.
Thank you. I wasn't supposed to be coming to the show. I got a ticket last night at 11:30 at night, and I was like, oh, I'm going.
Oh well, yeah.
I bought you this. I'm a piece of shit and didn't bring a bag, but I feel like I remember you saying you used to use this. Like,
Angels on Bare Skin is my favorite.
Right, I was in Lush, and the girl saw my Trixie pin. She was in here like half an hour ago.
Today?
Yeah.
Yes. I told her I bought one of these because I said it's what I use for like 5 years.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Thank you. It's great to see you, sweetheart. What's your name again?
Erin.
Erin.
Yeah, Erin.
It's really great to see you.
Thank you so much. I've literally got no money left, but I'm so happy.
Oh, you saw me like what, 5 times?
6.
You're the Ariel of the UK.
Literally. It's me.
That's great to see you. You're so sweet. You look so great.
I was literally gonna be like, Trixie could sign little piss bitch, and I probably would get a tattoo. I would.
Shut up.
No, I would. Honestly.
If I had any extra merch, I'd give you some, but it's gone.
I know. I'm so sad. I actually have money now, and I can't buy merch.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'll be back, I promise. I'm booking a tour for next spring.
You know what? Next spring.
Yeah, and I'll probably come back.
I'm smiling so much that my face is actually creasing. And then my friend Nikki went up. Nikki had made like a big scrapbook of like all the little memories and it was so cute, and she just spent so much time doing it. And it was like this little scrapbook, and Nikki just like put like little gems on it everywhere with like little pictures of like her meet and greet photos, and then she'd made a page of like me and Nikki. They were like flipping through it together, and Trixie, it got to a page of like Trixie, a picture of Trixie, and I think Nick, it was I don't know who was in the picture, but anyway, Trixie turns and goes, "Oh wow, how long have you been doing art?" Nikki's got some video, but what she's putting at is like a picture printed out and stuck on, and then like just like 3 little gemstones. She's like, "Oh well, how long have you been doing art?" And honestly, when we went back to the hotel afterwards, we could not stop watching that clip for just the way she goes, "Oh wow, how long have you been doing art?" Because it fucking made us die. Like, we were screaming. And it's just about Nikki trying to be like, since like 10th grade. Trixie was just like, okay. So they were going through this whole book, and Trixie was like looking at everything, being like, "Oh, that's so pretty." I'm like making little comments. And then it comes to the page of like, Trixie done a little page being like, "This is Erin, we met because of the tour, blah blah, she's the best. We love each other, blah blah blah." And so she's like, "And this is me and Erin." I'm gonna recreate it. And they're like looking at the picture, and she was like, "Well, this is a picture of me and you, and yeah, this is like my favorite hair you wore on tour, blah blah. These are some pictures I took. Yeah, this is me and Erin." And Trixie was literally like, "Well, thanks." Like, as soon as it got to Trixie, as soon as Nikki was like, "This is me and Erin," she was like, "Well, thanks for the book." Buy book. I can just imagine in her head, she's like, "These bitches followed me around the country for six shows. Why the fuck would I want a picture of them in a book?" And honestly, I've got a video of it because Nikki sent me a video, and it actually makes me cry every time. So yeah, they got a picture together, and then Nikki was like, I was like waiting off stage, like just waiting, being a creeper, and then Nikki was like, "Oh, can we get a photo together? Because we've been to all the shows. Like, can me and Erin get a photo with you? Because we've been to all the shows together. It'd be great." So we got a photo together. It was cute. We actually got 3 because our friend Lynn like ran in, was like, "I'm getting in it," like was like, and then bolted and was like, "You just can get a photo now." So we're like, "Cheers, Lynn." So yeah, I got 3 photos that night by myself. Then one with me, Nikki, and Lynn. And one with me and Nikki and Trixie, obviously. Then I was like, we've literally met because of the tour, like, because we were going to all the same shows, and we've come so close, like, we're like such close friends now. Like, I love her. I was like, we're sharing a hotel room tonight, and she was like, she said something like, "You fucking lesbos." And then Nikki, I was like, "Nikki's not even gay." And Nikki was like, "Well," and I'm pretty sure she said something like, "Well, we'll find out by the end of tonight," or something like that. She said like a comment like that, and I was fucking screaming. Everyone had left, and because me and Nikki were just getting a little bit emotional, we were like, "I don't want to leave yet. I don't want to go." So me and Nikki waited around for ages, just like waiting for like the last people to do meet and greets. So like everyone was like congratulating Trixie on the tour, and me and Nikki were just standing about like at the back of the venue, like, "Do we have to go yet?" And eventually we're like, "Okay, it's literally just like us and the people who work here. Trixie's going out the door." So we wait outside. We're waiting for a taxi. And we're like the last people there. And we're waiting on this taxi to show up. And first of all, a crackhead comes around the corner with a lollipop and was like, "Who did this to you?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Who did this to you?" I was like, "Who did this to what?" then he's like, this is the best night of my life. And then he went to me, do you know what the best night of my life was? And I was like, what? He went, when I was breathing. I was like, okay. Goodbye. It's been nice seeing you. Leave me alone. And then 2 minutes later, Trixie walks out the door. Well, Brian, but half Brian, half Trixie, because it's in full Trixie makeup, full lumberjack get up, with a snapback on, but Trixie face. And I was like, this is the weirdest thing. And then he was like, bye girl. And he was like, he walked to the wrong car. And then he was like, this is not my car. And he walked to another one. And he was like, he saw us and he was like, bye girl, stay safe. See you at, I can't say where. See that. It's gonna be announced soon, hopefully, because I can't keep secrets for shit. And if I announce it, I'll probably get in trouble. So that'll be fun. And probably Trixie will get in trouble, which will be fun. Me and Nikki went back to the hotel and just watched videos all night and got really emotional. Oh, bitch, hold the fuck up. Trixie Mattel gone fucked up drag. She decided to throw a little spanner in the works and perform her new song, Little Sister, which I cried at like a baby the whole way through. And I got the most beautiful video of it ever. And I fully want to never hear that song ever again in my life because it's so beautiful. So yeah, that was that. I'm going to try and put in like videos if I can and my meet and greet pictures and shit like that. But I think that's everything that I think I've covered everything. So if you enjoyed this video, cool. If you didn't, cool. I basically just wanted to make this video as like a little documentation of my experience, mostly for me, to be honest, mostly for me, but if anyone else wants to see it, that's cool. If anyone's actually interested in seeing me do more videos, then I'll do them, because I used to do videos like this back in the day in like 2015, and they get like a couple thousand views, but I for sure have deleted or privated all of them, because I looked a fucking mess. So if anyone wants to see anything, just let me know. I do talk some amount of shit, so that can occasionally be interesting, but yeah. So I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't want it to come across as if I'm bragging, because I'm not. I just had a really, really great time, and I thought I'd share my experiences, because everyone likes to hear about a nice experience. There's too much negativity in the world. What the fuck am I talking about? Bye!